Hello, CA inter students going to appear for audit subject in May 23. And here I am, your professor, CA Pragnesh Kanabar, with years and years of my experience, coming up with a proper exam day planner. Yes, आप ये plan को follow कीजिए and you will feel much more relaxed. In fact, I will ensure that you have every single weapon with you to fight audit exams. But first and the foremost thing, if you are hearing from me for the first time, या आप मुझे पहली बार देख रहे हो या हमारे इकोसिस्टम से कनेक्टेड नहीं हो, then in that case, please WhatsApp audit Telegram channel link on 9773428841, and my team will give you the Telegram channel link where all of my resources are available. You talk about notes, videos, everything, all right, and which will make you feel much more relaxed. Okay, now coming to your exam schedule, I really hope that for the students jinka accounts ka paper hai, so they would have given their paper when they are looking at this particular video, all right. But I'm releasing this video a little early so that everyone is in a good position, because there are so many students who don't have accounts paper because of exemption. So I am calculating the time after accounts paper. But if you have benefit of 1 or 2 days extra, then in that case you can ensure that aap thoda aur time leke isko thoda aur stretch karke prepare karo. All right. So everyone over here, after advanced accounts paper is over, I am calculating your hours available as 4 hours on that particular day. If you are tired, and if you have exemption in advanced accounts and you're looking at this video, then a little bit more number of hours. I will talk about the people who have exemption and how they can deal at this particular day. All right, and how they can get some more leverage. But let me assume over here that your advanced accounts ka paper hai, and you will be available from around 7 p.m. or so. So in 4 hours, I've calculated topics to be covered. Obviously, our company audit. First of all, get confident with company audit. Section 139 to 148, excluding Karo. Is din pe you will not prepare Karo. All right. And then take a break of 15 minutes. An audit of banks, we will prepare for 90 minutes. For these two topics, let me tell you, for the revision of these two topics, I am coming live on YouTube. Yes, you heard me correct. I am coming live on YouTube on 12th May. That is tomorrow. I'm recording this on 11th May. So I'm coming live on YouTube at 7 p.m. onwards. All right, I'll be there. Fine. And join me on the Audit Academy channel, and trust me, you are going to get the best revision. The revision language will be so that you can decide properly. It will be largely English, but I will also speak a little bit Hindi in between so that it is acceptable to everyone, across India. But do not worry, Hindi mein suno, English mein suno, it is all going to be wonderful. All right, you can join on the channel. Then day 2, the holiday. Hours available, 16 hours. Now over here I've calculated 16 hours. I think itna to calculate kar sakta hu. So 60 minutes into 16 is equal to 960 minutes over here. Topics to be covered. Obviously, there are 8 chapters on standards on auditing. Out of 13, there are 8 chapters on standards auditing. Non-SMA, there are 5, out of which 2 you would have covered on the earlier day itself. So now you will give extensive time to standards on auditing. Now let me be very clear. How much time to give to standards and how to feel confident कि हमने सब कुछ cover कर लिया है. Because we will not be in a position to read every single word, every single line of the module. Then in that case, why are you worried? All right. I have around 8 to 10 hours of revision content, detailed revision content uploaded on YouTube in this particular sequence. जहां पे मैं पहले chapter 1 के basic concepts पढ़ाता हूँ. ये chapter numbers I have taken as per ICM module. So chapter 1 के basic concepts पढ़ाता हूँ, and then essays, introduction and basic essay basics. And then along with that, I also take audit report essays. That is your 700 series, 700, 701, 705, 706. Then we have chapter 1 essays, chapter 3 essays. All right. So ये सारे essays में आपको sequence में videos दिख जाएंगे. And then chapter 5, 7 and 8, fraud, sampling, analytical procedures के chapters. Then planning strategy, internal control का chapter, and then remaining essays, 299, 250, 610, and there is one more, 710. All right. वो chapter 11 audit report के साथ में नहीं पढ़ा था, end में ले लेगा. So if you follow this particular sequence, so you will feel much better. Revision video है, उसको 1.5 या 1.2x वगैरह पे चलाओ. And in that case, around it is 9 to 10 hours of content. Right? So you can squeeze it. Maybe for every single chapter, you may not even need my revision video. Like chapter 5, 7, and 8, you can do it even on your own. But when you're preparing, let me give you pro tip. You cannot by heart everything on the day of exams. तो उसके पीछे भागो भी मत. And you have to give the time which I've given over here. Within this time, you have to finish the topic. All right. I'll be uploading this particular PDF on Telegram channel. You can go through it. नाउ जब आप ये टाइम में कर रहे हो, आप रिवीजन वीडियो की हेल्प लो, फाइन, बट द मेन थिंग इज कि पर कंसेप्ट 2 पॉइंट्स आने चाहिए, because what happens is that you are not able to recognize the last line of the question in the exam, all right, and then आप थोड़ा स्ट्रगल करते हो. So per concept के 2 पॉइंट्स आते तो भी ठीक है, कंसेप्ट का जो हेडिंग होता है, there you have to focus more. For example, I'll take the most difficult thing. Now, chapter 4 internal control में there are few concepts. Control risk assessments to be done by the auditor when control deficiencies are identified. Now this is an examination question. अब ये ना ऐसा हेडिंग करके दिया, कंट्रोल रिस्क असेसमेंट्स टू बी डन बाय द ऑडिटर व्हेन कंट्रोल डेफिशिएंसीज आर आइडेंटिफाइड. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू वन डेमो कि डिफिकल्ट कांसेप्ट्स के साथ कैसे डील. नाउ यू स्पेंड सम टाइम विद दिस पर्टिकुलर हेड पॉइंट. ओके, व्हेन दिस क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड, व्हाट आर द पॉइंट्स टू बी रिटन. लाइक अगर कंट्रोल में वीकनेसेस है, देन आई हैव टू सी दैट देयर आर वेदर देयर आर सम अल्टरनेट कंट्रोल्स, कोई ऐसे कंट्रोल्स है जो वो वीकनेस को कवर कर ले, ऑलराइट, वेदर आई कैन रिलाई ऑन द कंट्रोल्स और नॉट. मे बी जस्ट 2 पॉइंट्स, दैट्स इट, ओवर, गो टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Because anyways for difficult concepts you will not be able to spend more time. तो इस तरीके से जाना है. But let us say that if you are taking too much time when you're preparing a chapter, then in that case हमें ये time limit के अंदर वो chapter को cut down कर देना है. Alright, we'll have to finish it off. Then in that case what can you do? Then just complete the module questions, illustration questions जो होते बीच बीच में हो, and then at the end test your knowledge questions and go to the next topic, because उससे ज्यादा आप नहीं कर पाओगे. If you are going slow, if you have prepared well earlier, then I think this time limit is more than enough. I have given around 750 minutes, but try to please finish it off within 700 minutes. All right. थोड़ा break लेते जाओ. All right. And within 700 minutes, you can finish it off. इसमें मैंने थोड़ा break time वगैरह सब calculate किया, थोड़ा buffer time भी calculate किया. Don't worry about it. All right. So I think you will be in a good position if you follow this particular plan. However, let me tell you, all right, that there are some very, very easy topics, जिसको आप बहुत अच्छे से कर लो, so you are in a good position. Like chapter 5, 7, 8, especially this chapter 5, 8, like chapter 1 के essays, chapter 1 के basic concepts, like audit report stuff is very interesting. So जो भी आपको interesting लगता है उसको अच्छे से कीजिए. जो आपको थोड़ा लग रहा है कि tough जा रहा है, chapter 3 में 50% chapter is easy, 50% chapter is tough, but still at least relatively easy when I compare with chapter 2 and 4. तो थोड़ा जहाँ पे easy जा रहा है थोड़ा अच्छे से कर लो, right? And थोड़ा fast करो. And where you're going, where it is going very tough, right? Go slow, little slow, but per concept 2 points, per concept 2 points, per concept 2 points. ऐसे. All right. So you can just ensure that आप कुछ ना कुछ है आपके पास लिखने के लिए. वो भी नहीं हो पा रहा है, then at least do the module questions, illustration questions and stuff. Because ensure करना कि पूरा दिन इसमें ना निकल जाए. All right. When you're talking about standards auditing का topics. Then, sir, will you come live for revising these topics? Not necessary, better. Because I have already given revision videos, and if I come live, you will not have that option of 1.2x, 1.5x, all right, to see it fast, because live I cannot fast forward myself. All right. So that is why I want you to do it through my revision videos. And even if you don't want to see revision videos, then also it is fine. All the links, videos, notes, you will find it in my Telegram channel. All right. If you want, I will repost it. Don't worry. Now, then उसी दिन का जब end होगा around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. or so, around this time, 8 p.m. or so, I have given 240 minutes. All right. 240 minutes. After that, your 6 hours of sleep time और next day चालू. So 240 minutes कैसे दिया है और क्यों दिया है? Obviously for these topics, many people they don't do this topic. काफी लोग ये topic करके नहीं जाते. Audit of various items of financial statement. Now it looks a very bulky topic. But if you see 40 minutes, 45 minutes of my video, which I've posted on YouTube, you will understand how to approach this particular chapter. Yes. And उसके साथ अगर आप मेरा summary notes देख लो तो हो गया आपका. Right? Then you are done with this topic. But please ensure that इसमें जो मैंने summary notes में cover किया point, you should cover it up, because last time there were some disclosures asked for cryptocurrency, virtual currency, alright. कि schedule 3 final accounts में क्या disclosures होते हैं. Majorly तो ये जो है topic, it is dependent upon company final accounts and accounting standards का knowledge. So which you would have already done. But यहाँ पे मुझे थोड़ा tension हो जाता है for the students who have cleared group 1 in earlier attempt, and for the students who have cleared group 1 as well as exemption and advanced accounts paper. तो उनका क्या accounting से touch ही नहीं है. And that is why they may take a little bit more time over here. Right? Then they should be faster in some other topics. But audit of various items of financial statement will have an impact of 8 to 10 marks. So obviously, you will have to do it properly. Audit of different types of entities, government audit and cooperative society audit. I repeat, government audit and cooperative society audit. Already made revision videos hai. So you can do it from the revision videos. But let me tell you that I am going to come live on YouTube at 8 p.m. for these particular topics. Frankly speaking, you don't need to join. But नहीं हो पा रहा है, थक गए हो, all right, 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. You need someone to motivate you. Then I will come live on YouTube at 8 p.m. over here. All the links and everything will be posted on Telegram channel. Right? So please stay connected. Now, audit in automated environment, very simple, per concept 2 points and module questions by heart. Per concept 2 points and module questions by heart, because एक question तो आएगा 5 marks का इसका, and you will have to score full marks in that particular question. Promise करो. Okay. Then when I talk about the exam day पे I've calculated 5 hours. क्या रह गया अभी अपना प्रिपेयर करने में? What is the thing that has been left out? Caro 2020, which you will do it on the exam day. Caro 2020 में your more focus should be on the clause numbers and the reporting requirements and applicability of Caro. Correct? So I've given some code word and stuff to remember the clause number on my Telegram channel. All right. But Caro 2020 is something that you'll have to cover it up. Then May 23 RTP around 45-60 minutes should be more than enough. If you have already done it, then just a glance. अगर आपने already किया हुआ है तो just a glance. Already मेरा May 23 RTP video is there on YouTube. All right. Then if possible, मॉड्यूल के जो लास्ट में क्वेश्चंस होते हैं टेस्ट नॉलेज के, जो आपने ऑलरेडी देखे होंगे, that you should glance, because what happens is around 20 marks of the paper, 20 to 25 out of the descriptive 70 marks, 25 marks will be copy paste from the questions which are there at the end. जो टेस्ट नॉलेज वगैरह क्वेश्चंस होते हैं ना, करेक्ट इनकरेक्ट टेस्ट नॉलेज, वहां से कॉपी पेस्ट होगा अराउंड 25 मार्क्स का पेपर. सो यू आर इन अ गुड पोजीशन. हाउएवर इफ द टाइम इज नॉट देयर, देन एक काम करो, फिर ये रहने दो. Then you can just go with the MCQs. Okay. MCQs only case scenarios. MCQs only case scenarios. अब आप ये पूरे टॉप सब जगह पे एफिशिएंसी कैसे ला सकते हैं? Caro 2020, if you can push it on the earlier day, then what you can do is one of these topics you can keep it on the next day, alright, if possible. But ये दिन पे बहुत कुछ लोड है आपके पास, and Caro 2020 is one of the hot favorite in exams. That is why I'm not forcing you to push it on the earlier day. इसमें से कुछ अगर एसेज का आप अर्लियर डे पे पुश कर लो ओवर हियर आफ्टर एडवांस अकाउंट्स पेपर, ऑलराइट, देन थोड़ा आपका वर्कलोड कम रहेगा, बिकॉज़ कंपनी ऑडिट एंड ऑडिट ऑफ बैंक्स आई हैव गिवन इनफ टाइम. व्हाई? बिकॉज़ दीस आर शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस एंड दीस आर क्वेश्चंस वेयर यू कैन स्कोर फुल मार्क्स, राइट? तो ये थोड़ा आप वैसे ट्वीक कर सकते हो. नाउ फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव एडवांस अकाउंट्स एग्जेम्पशन एंड then in that case you are in a very good position. So what you should do is you should please finish off company audit of banks little earlier, all right, and then spread standards across 2 days. Right, and then you can follow this particular schedule. That is how you can go ahead with this. All right. Now, pro tips for exam preparation. Please ensure that आप जब भी कोई भी टॉपिक प्रिपेयर करो तो उसका मॉड्यूल क्वेश्चंस तो बाय हार्ट होना चाहिए. Even if that topic is weak, right? At least your module question should be at the tip of your tongue. Then be excellent in non-essay preparation, because on the day of exams to all of a sudden bring mastery on essays is not possible. अगर आपने पहले थोड़ा एसेस पे ध्यान दिया तो मास्टरी रहती है, बट ऑन द डे ऑफ एग्जाम्स ऑल ऑफ अ सडन, डोंट रन टू मच बिहाइंड द वीक टॉपिक्स, राइट? डोंट रन टू मच बिहाइंड द वीक टॉपिक्स. पूरा ऑप्शन मत छोड़ो. इवन इफ यू आर नॉट great with some topic, then please ensure that you are at least covering the module questions, right? Illustrations and text knowledge one. Then तो एसेस में एवरेज अबव एवरेज रहो, नॉन एसेस में एक्सीलेंट रहो. पेपर राइटिंग टिप्स आई हैव नॉट रिटन ओवर हियर, आई एम स्ट्रेट अवे राइटिंग इट नाउ. पेपर राइटिंग टिप्स में, first of all, when it comes to sequence of attempting, then in that case, obviously first you should attempt your MCQs, and only then you should go to the descriptive paper. MCQs में please focus on the question rather than the case study. कभी कभी क्या आता है ना बेटा, sometimes, कभी कभी, rarely there are such case studies where you have to read the case study and then answer. Otherwise, in interest level, even if they are giving case studies, right, it's not like finals here where every single line of case study can change the question. No. The MCQ questions are mostly theory based, right? So you will have to focus on the question more. Even if अगर case study पढ़ना भी पड़े तो पहले question देख लो तो idea आ जाता है that from which chapter they've asked this particular case study. When it comes to descriptive, all right, obviously that will be the second thing that you attempt. So MCQs, try to finish it off within 45 minutes or so maximum. So ज़्यादा मत लो. 30 marks I can understand, so 45 minutes is okay. And then balance time please give to your descriptive paper. See, your basic calculation is 1 mark is equal to 1.8 minutes. Consider it as 1.6 or so. All right. That is why I said that 30 marks MCQs within 30 minutes is great, but maximum 45 minutes. उसके बाद छोड़ दो उसे. All right. Then come to the descriptive paper. Descriptive में obviously your question number 1 will be correct or incorrect. Okay. Now for correct or incorrect, obviously you will have this A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the 8, they will ask you to attempt any 7. Now let me tell you, you'll have to write whether the answer is correct or incorrect. All right. And then below that, you will have to write the reasons. I had seen some papers where there was not a good paper correction, but that's okay. That's not in our hand. Only one or two papers I had seen. But you'll have to write correct, incorrect, and then the reasons. Reason should be proper. Reason should be proper. Only if your correct, incorrect is okay, and if the reason is completely wrong, then they will not award you the marks unless the examiner is little on the human side. All right. So please ensure that reasons are at least little bit accurate. All right. So it should be relevant, not word to word copy की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, पर थोड़ा relevant तो होना जरूरी. Okay. So that is for correct, incorrect. Then what you will do is question 2A. If you are attempting question 2A, because you know, then question 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 में से भी एक option में छोड़ सकते. So question 2A, 2B, 2C, all of this should be on fresh page. जैसे कि आपने क्वेश्चन 2A ले लिया फ्रेश पेज पे, आफ्टर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज ओवर, मैं आपको करके दिखाता हूं. ऑलराइट, लेट अस से क्वेश्चन 2A ले लिया. लीव दिस पेज. आता है तो अटेम्प्ट करो, नहीं आता है तो लीव. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 2B, कंपल्सरी टेक इट ऑन अ फ्रेश पेज. सर ऐसा प्रेजेंटेशन क्यों बोल रहे हो? लिसन टू मी वेरी केयरफुली. लेट अस से क्वेश्चन नंबर 2A, 2B, 2C में, let us say that here you are confident. And let us say here you are less confident. Similarly, socho question 3A, 3B, and 3C. Here you are confident, and here you are less confident. Then in that case, what you will do is, जैसे आपने यहाँ पे ले लिया क्वेश्चन नंबर 2A, छोड़ दो. All right. Then you have 2B over here. Okay, write it. Then you have 2C over here. Write it. Okay. Understood? And जब आप लिख रहे हो, तो please ensure that you give some title to the answer. For example, inherent limitations के ऊपर question, inherent limitations of auditing. Then write inherent limitations of audit. So 2-3 words में जो वो main answer का concept है, you can write it. Don't think too much क्या लिखूं, जो भी question में समझे last line का वो इधर copy कर देना. All right, so that's a good presentation. If it's a theory thing, all right, then please ensure that आपका answer is not more than 4 or 5 points or so, maximum 4 points, 5 points, because it's not about the length of the answer, it is about how much you're tallying with the suggestion answer. अगर provision वाला case study है, then provisions, facts of the case, and conclusion, that is how you're going to answer. All right. So these are, you know, some basic tips which will help you. So first you will attempt. All right. So first you will attempt in descriptive. See, first you are going to attempt MCQ, then descriptive. Descriptive में first you correct, incorrect. पर जो brief answers है, brief answers में, then correct, incorrect पहले कर डालो, finish it off. All right, because it's a compulsory question. Brief answers में first you will attempt where in all the questions where you're confident. All right. Then second, you will attempt the questions where you are less confident. And if there are some questions where you don't know anything, you still try to write something over there. All right. But not at the cost of the questions where you're confident. Okay? तो ये कॉन्फिडेंट हो पहले अटेंड कर दो, फिर सेकंड फेज में, फिर आई होप थर्ड फेज ना आना पड़े where there are some questions where you don't know the answer, पर ऐसा होता है एक दो क्वेश्चन में. Come on. All right, scholar से scholar बच्चा भी also, it happens. That is how you can ensure that you are staying in the game. See, it's like a fight, and we are going to fight. All right, and no matter how many punches institute throws at you, we are not going to give up, and we will keep on throwing the punches. Understood? Yes. So stay connected with me. I will stay in constant touch with you during the day of exams. Do not worry about it. और मैंने आपको बता भी दिया मैं कब कब लाइव आ रहा हूँ YouTube पे. So the Audit Academy YouTube channel, Telegram channel, all right, and stay in our ecosystem, and we will help you for sure. कुछ personal बात करनी पड़े अगर मुझसे ऐसा कुछ हो जाए, then in that case my in-house students can call me, WhatsApp me. All right, I will get back to you ASAP. Don't worry about it. I will stay constantly on the phone. वो आपके पास नंबर है मेरा. But if you are not my in-house student, then in that case, you can download my app from www.theauditacademy.com. All the links you will find in the description of this video, and use the chat box. All the best. Let us throw the best punch that we have. All right. Thank you.